There are plenty of books, articles, and videos of people trying to help you become a leader. But if you think about it, are these people really leaders? Or are they knowledgeable people going over a practice script or writing down pretty words to make you feel better about yourself? Well, my answer to that is, I don't know. Maybe? What I do know is that being put into a leadership role can be challenging and complex. And as a person who has spent plenty of time around bad leaders, I decided to use my expertise and experience in creating a presentation to help ensure you become the best of the worst leaders that ever existed. Now, leadership plays a pervasive part in our lives. It's easy to overlook and can influence our day-to-day behaviors. To succeed in a leadership role, leaders need to build teams and get results through others. So, to relieve you of that burden, I'll help you find ways to fail as a leader by presenting you with crucial steps to ensure your odds in being a successful leader are minimal at best. With that said, I welcome you to my presentation on how to be a horrible leader. These days, there are plenty of ways for people in positions of authority to fail, and to help you succeed in these failures, we'll quickly go over a simple method known as managerial incompetence, followed by some advanced methods that will further aid in your attempts to fail as a leader. These methods are also known as managerial derailment. And for those who find it difficult to not be a leader, but still prefer to not deal with the complexities and challenges of a leadership position, we'll discuss destructive leadership and how you can excel in it. These days, leaders are great at engaging followers, building teams, or getting results through others. This takes time, empathy, knowledge, and other skill sets that might be perceived as good. Deploying these skills takes time and effort, and as someone who strives to become a horrible leader, you'll need to do the exact opposite by convincing followers that you are weak and a source of little to no knowledge, by creating ineffective teams, and having goals of not having goals. To better achieve managerial incompetence, let's review some simple yet highly effective managerial derailment methods that will get you on the right path to horrible leader status. One day, you may find yourself tasked with meeting business objectives, building a team, or building relationships. To ensure you maintain your sanity, I will provide you with a few tips on how to handle each of these situations in the most heinous way possible. Now, everyone at some point in their life will have to deal with dropping the ball on a task or failing to meet certain objectives. When this occurs, a good leader will normally take responsibility for the failure and seek ways to fix the problem. This can be a stressful situation, and you shouldn't have to deal with that. When you find yourself having to take responsibility, don't. Just blame others for the situation. It'll make you feel much better about the situation and yourself. Need to get a team together and want to minimize the team's effectiveness? Strengthen what you bring to the table while maintaining your weaknesses by hiring others just like yourself, or stay strong while hiring those who are really underqualified and barely capable. If you don't have a say in putting the team together, Micromanaging is a great way to remind your team that you are the one in charge, and you'll have them wishing you are a better leader. For those who have mastered horrible leadership, have also mastered the ability to be insensitive to the needs and plights of their followers. For example, if someone comes to you with a problem and you don't like what you're hearing, begin mocking them while frowning and mimicking their voice. Or, if someone doesn't like what you are doing, remind them that it is your way or the highway. Bad leaders usually follow this mantra. And, whenever possible, try to be overly competitive and demanding. Here are 3 easy tips to safeguard your status as horrible leader while undermining organizational objectives. Tip number 1. Become untrustworthy. By lying, manipulating internal documents with false data, and failing to keep promises, commitments, and deadlines. Tip number 2. If certain tasks require you to learn, do some internet research for 10 minutes so you can take on the tasks with little to no understanding while exercising poor judgment. And tip number 3. If you want to look good, but not put in the effort, just take credit for someone else's achievements. Remember, by demonstrating that you are unable to engage followers, build teams, or get results through others, you'll be considered a master of being a horrible leader. If you still find yourself succeeding in a leadership position because building teams and achieving results just comes naturally to you, or you find that you're having difficulty in being horrible to your team and can achieve results no matter what you do, then I would suggest becoming a destructive leader. Aspiring destructive leaders use morally reprehensible methods to undermine organizational success. Think of ambitious leaders such as Joseph Stalin and Idi Amin. These guys could be considered destructive leaders as they have built loyal teams of followers but have done little to improve the lives of the vast majority of their citizens. If you don't have aspirations of becoming the dictator of a country, you can still find success in the role of a destructive leader by working for your community or a nonprofit, or as a supervisor, mid-level manager, or executive. You just need to build a team that generates results that are misaligned with the needs of a majority of your constituents or organization. You can achieve this by having your team generate profits by altering financial facts and figures, sell financial products doomed to fail, form a cult and convince your followers to sacrifice themselves to join Elvis on planet Rock in the Carthidian galaxy, or simply just disagree with company policy and create strategies that are in misalignment with those policies. Such strategies can be poor customer service, creating conflict with other departments and teams, or continuously striving to achieve less than average performance goals. In closing, there are many ways to achieve the reputation of a horrible leader. With enough practice, you too can be burned into the hearts and minds of many individuals by burning them in a literal or metaphorical sense. Thank you for watching.